Another great day here, man. We back in the studio. It's your boy KJ Ford. We kicking it. I got my guy Jordan here with me today. We're gonna talk some NBA basketball. We're gonna talk some college ball. You know, get into what's going on in the sports world. It's good to be back in the studio. Had to take the day off yesterday. Had a few things going on, so feels good to be back in here and doing what we love to do.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's going on, man? How you feeling? How you doing today, man?
I'm straight, man. I'm just chilling. At the same time, I feel some type of way though. But we'll get into the conversation real quick.
Well, what you mean you feel some type of way? What you mad about?
I'm sure we've all seen the trade in the NBA as it's going right now. I mean, like
which one? We done had plenty.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Jimmy Butler stuff. Now he's in Golden State.
Yeah. Jimmy.
What do you think about that? Let's start with that. What do you think?
Honestly, my first reaction to the trade is that I don't necessarily think that this trade makes the Warriors a championship contender this year or next year. I see that Jimmy Butler signed a contract. It was 2 years, $121, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I believe, okay.
I
so 2 years, 121. They have a decent lineup now. They got Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kuminga, Buddy Hield. They got Moody. They got Brandon, Davis, Looney, Gary Payton. That's a pretty decently deep team. I mean, they can make some noise, but like I don't see them competing with top teams in the West. I just don't know how that team is going to compete with top teams in the Western Conference. Like OKC, I don't see them running with that squad. I don't see them beating the Nuggets. They might be able to get my Rockets just because that's when you just have Steph Curry and it's like, that's a Steph Curry effect. They can. I could see a team like the Clippers if they're healthy beating them.
To be honest, I kind of feel the same way though because, I mean, Jimmy Butler going to the Golden State doesn't seem like a good trade, but things happen in the league, and then we just sit back and watch, and then we see how things unfold. Because Jimmy Butler in that team, I'm still trying to picture how he's gonna fit in. You get my point?
I mean,
even if he fit in though, like
he'll
seriously, Jimmy Butler in Golden State with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, I don't know, man. Like,
the Warriors had to settle. Jimmy Butler was not at all their first option. He requested out a long time ago. They've talked about getting Jimmy in Golden State for a while, but we know that Golden State pursued Kevin Durant. We know Golden State pursued Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
We know that there's a few more guys, star players, grade A, all-stars, best of the best. There's some dogs that the Warriors wanted to get. But my sources are telling me
here we go.
that there was a problem, that there was a common factor that many of these big-time stars who had no trade clause, they have the ability to say no to where they go.
No.
They didn't want to go to Golden State. And not because of Steph Curry. No.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like a lot of people, well, not just from what I'm hearing. Some people in the league didn't want to play with Draymond Green. Now that doesn't shock me. I love Draymond Green as a basketball player. I think he's great to have on the floor. I think he's a great leader for Golden State. They wouldn't have went on their championship run without Draymond doing what he does. He's the glue guy for that Golden State team. He has always been a very valuable, a very important piece for Golden State. But Draymond's pissed off a lot of people. Okay? He's kicked a lot of people. He's stomped on a lot of people. He's choked out a lot of people. He's punched a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's slapped a lot of people. He's said a lot about a lot of people. He's done a lot. He's pissed off a lot of people. Well, his personality, how he is on the court, how he is as a teammate, most of his teammates love him, and you never really hear bad things come from his teammates. You hear things come from opposing players and opposing organizations and people who might not like him. His teammates usually love him. Draymond is kind of pushed a lot of these big time names away. Guys saying they don't really want to be teammates with Draymond. That's tough. I don't know what you do about that if you're the Warriors, because you can't move on from Draymond. You know, Steph Curry ain't gonna push Draymond out the door. That's not something he wants to do.
Wait. What you mean Steph Curry can't push Draymond out of the door? I mean, they push Clay out of the door, bro. Like, I'm just saying.
Nah,
like,
they didn't push Clay out.
Nowadays, they still did. Whichever way it happened to me, they still did. Because, come on, man, we had the Splash Brother, bro. The Splash Brother, bro. I would just go and slice the Splash Brother like that. Come on.
Because it had to happen. That's why Bob Myers retired. I believe that's his name, right? The old GM, Bob Myers. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think
I believe he works on like ESPN and things like that. Bob Myers.
Yeah.
That's why he retired, because he knew it was time. He knew that with the cap space and with the amount of money that the Warriors had, he knew that upcoming season decisions were going to have to be made, and that team was not going to be able to stick together anymore with the amount of money that everybody was going to ask for. I wouldn't say they pushed Klay Thompson out. Klay Thompson had to get paid. That's part of the business. Now, that's not pushing him out. That's saying, hey, you're on the back end of your career. You've been hurt quite a few times. You're not the same player you used to be. He wasn't knocking down shots the same way he used to be. Draymond is still doing what Draymond's always done.
Which is?
Pissing off the other team's best player. Playing very good on the offensive side as a glue guy, as a big old point guard, basically. He generates the offense. Okay, the offense moves through Draymond Green. Okay, he gets everybody into the correct spots. He gets the correct set. He's a coach on the floor. He's like Steve Kerr on the floor.
Well, if that's your take on this, I'm still gonna be like, because I still don't see. I feel like they just value Draymond Green than Clay, whichever way you wanna see it. But it is what it is, and
Clay had been hurt.
But I mean, come on, players get hurt. I mean, it's not a good thing, but players.
No, he had got hurt like back to back, bro. Like he had been hurt more than he had been.
He got hurt working for them though.
No.
Put in the work in for them. Like it's not like he just.
If I'm not mistaken, Klay Thompson got hurt working out one time. Am I tweaking? Did Klay Thompson not get hurt working out?
Okay, why was he working out?
No, and I feel you, but I'm saying, like, bro, when people are on the back end of their careers, you can't just throw out money.
Well, we can say it all still comes down to the money. So, but then moving on.
Yeah, he got hurt working out.
Until the next one is gonna be, the Lakers. You know how I feel when it comes to the Lakers, right? I mean, y'all know how I feel when it comes to the Lakers. I'm always, kind of emotional about that team because, I love that team to the teeth. First of all, some people are saying LeBron doesn't know about the Luka trade. But I feel that's a BS, bro. He knows. Come on, we're talking about LeBron here. Nothing goes through that desk, that team, that wouldn't go through LeBron's desk. I mean, look at this against the Clippers, the last game. He made a dunk, and then he looked at Luka and says, "That's what we're gonna do." Come on, that means there's a conversation before now.
Nah,
before
that just
all
means
these, they already had all these in plan, bro.
You think LeBron knew?
I'm telling you, bro knew, man. He doesn't even look surprised. He didn't look.
LeBron, yeah, he knew, man. He had nothing happens.
I'm glad we agree on that.
With Rich Paul, LeBron, with that whole camp,
yeah,
nothing happens without things getting verified.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, I can't say I know for a fact that LeBron knew about that trade because that's one that I don't. Okay, I don't know that for a fact. Mm-hmm. But I do know that typically LeBron in that situation is definitely at least aware of the possibilities of what could happen.
He's in the know, bro. He's in the know. Now, still on Lakers. Yesterday morning, I was still saying, oh, the Lakers we're so lucky that we have Luca now, and we're still able to keep Austin Reeves and connect, bro. What did you just tell? Wait, what did you just tell me? This you told me something this morning. I want you to say it yourself. You told me something this morning. I want you to say it yourself about connect.
Oh, they
Like
got traded?
I'm still pissed off about that.
Oh yeah, you didn't know he got traded this morning or last night, really? Yeah,
Really, bro. I woke
Yeah.
up to the news.
yeah, yeah.
Why though? That dude is good. He's gonna be a star. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna be a star. He fits in that team. And then
you needed a
we
big.
want a big, and so we have to trade the young star that we have
Who else you gonna
that
trade?
is doing well in the team.
Who else you gonna trade?
Oh boy, man, I don't know what to say about this. But what do you think about that trade? Do you think it makes sense? So
Yeah, it makes sense. The Lakers needed a big man. I tweeted that a few days ago. I said it on the show a few days ago. I said the Lakers need to get a big man if they want to compete this year. And that's exactly what they did. And not only did they get a big man, they went and got Mark Williams, man. Like, this dude is legit. He has a crazy wingspan. Somebody, I think it was Mario, of course. My guy, I tell you, we talk about every trade that happens. Every single time that there's a big trade, he sends me the information that I need to know. And yeah, Mark Williams has a 9.9 standing reach. In comparison, Wemby has a 9.7 standing reach, okay? So Mark Williams, I believe, has the longest standing reach in the National Basketball Association, okay? We know that Luka Doncic likes to play with tall centers that he can pick and roll with, throw the lob.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have the opportunity to pick and roll with LeBron James, okay? You got Luka with the opportunity to pick and roll with LeBron James. You could play with Williams on the block, running the baseline, basically. Well, you get what I'm saying. But running the baseline, playing on the block. You got LeBron on the pick and roll. You bring Luka off the screen. Think about the options now. Just think about the options. You have the pick and pop. You got the pick and roll. You got the big fella that you could just throw the ball up top to. Luka can work and cook that out himself. Like, there's so many options for the Lakers now. This team can actually make a run, especially in a 7-game series. You got LeBron James, you got Luka on your team. Luka just on one leg took his squad to the finals in the Western Conference. So the Western Conference is going to be real good this year, man. It's going to get good, especially once football season is officially over and basketball season actually starts. This is going to be really good. It's going to be good, man.
Well, we'll see, because I mean, Mark Williams seems perfect for the team. I'm just not happy with the fact that we had to trade Connect. You understand? Because
I mean, yeah, you got to give up somebody.
It seems like the only youngest, like the youngest player in the team that is actually like for me, that is doing well. And you want to keep that kind of talent. That's the way I see it. But well, we didn't really get a bad deal. We got Mark Williams. We got a good center. So.
Yeah. And had to give up a decent amount. Gave up Dalton, gave up Cam Reddish, gave up a 2031 unprotected first-round pick, gave up a 2030 pick swap. Or they did a 2030 pick swap with the Hornets, the Lakers and the Hornets did. So, I mean, they didn't have to give up anything absolutely crazy. But, I mean, yeah, you got to give up a young piece, and that's kind of good for the Hornets as well. You give my guy LaMelo Ball and MB, you give them some help. Dalton can really help that team out. They're trying to grow and get better. Who knows what that looks like for them in the future, but that's a pretty good team over there. It's a terrible organization for the past few years, actually for my whole life. But yeah, for the Lakers though, that's a big time deal, man. I think that there's been some big time moves. We saw Fox come out and have a really good night in his opening game with the Spurs. Back to the Heat talk, because we didn't discuss how impactful that trade really was, because that trade didn't just impact two teams. I don't know if you know that or not, if you saw what happened with that one. So just to read off what happened here, okay, with the trade between Golden State and the Heat. Yeah. Okay, so Golden State, they get Jimmy Butler.
All right.
Miami, they get Andrew Wiggins,
Andrew Wiggins. Yeah.
P.J. Tucker, and a protected first-round pick. Now, Detroit, the Pistons, they get Lindy Waters and Josh Richardson. The only reason I know Lindy Waters is because of that one video on TikTok. That's hilarious. That's awesome, though. That's funny. All right. Now, Utah, they get Dennis Schroeder. Okay? He was just talking about this NBA trade stuff is like modern slavery. They shipped him to Utah immediately. I think it was the next day. Toronto, they get Kyle Anderson. All right, so many teams impacted by this one trade. Golden State with Jimmy Butler. Miami, their pieces are Andrew Wiggins and P.J. Tucker. Detroit, cool. They got Utah, cool. And I'm hearing that in Utah they're trying to move Dennis Schroeder before the trade deadline. They want to move him somewhere. And Toronto, they get Kyle Anderson. That's cool. Okay, so for Miami and for Golden State, this is pretty big. We already talked about Golden State, so I more so want to get into the Miami aspect of this because now they have Andrew Wiggins. They got P.J. Tucker, Bam Adebayo, a Coach Cal guy. Yeah. Tyler Hero, also a Coach Cal guy. Okay? They got some dogs on that squad.
Yeah.
That team actually has a chance to tap back into the Heat way. I really think that the Miami Heat can make some noise in the East now with this team. We saw them play the Sixers pretty well yesterday. They won that game 108 to 101. And now with this new Miami Heat roster, Kevin Love is the veteran. I'm like, yo, this team can actually make some noise. This team can make a push in the East.
All right, we'll see. So, just one more thing before we move to the next session. So, I was gonna ask, in the league right now, which player, or let's say, who are the players that are untouchable to trade?
Untouchable? Oh, okay. I saw this question get asked the other day.
Really?
Yeah, it was on It Is What It Is with Mason and Cam. Okay, so the people that I would say are untouchable in the league, this past weekend or whatever just definitely opened up my eyes. But I would say Wemby is untouchable right now, okay?
Definitely.
LeBron is, I guess, untouchable.
We can say that now since Luka is in Laker now. So
We can say that now. Laker now. We can say LeBron's untouchable, but even the Lakers were taking some calls about LeBron. They were listening, okay, which is crazy. We weren't used to that in the past.
Yeah.
LeBron, Wemby, Curry.
I was gonna say Steph.
Steph Curry's untouchable. I think with the Rockets, I think right now Thompson's untouchable because he's so young.
Yeah. What do you think about LaMelo? Is he untouchable?
LaMelo's untouchable, but LaMelo could be like, I want out. You know what I'm saying? And he can move. I don't know if I would consider LaMelo untouchable. Just because of – I wouldn't – and it's not because LaMelo isn't one of the best guards. It's because the team is so bad that at any moment they could say, hey, let's – I don't know. Let's tank again, I guess. You can never put anything past the Hornets. The Hornets are just so liable to mess everything up.
They have a shitty organization.
Yeah, you can't put nothing past them.
Yeah, so – because – when Luka was traded to Lakers, I was like, okay, so if Luka can be traded away from the Mavs, then who are the untouchables in the league? It's just a question I was I've been thinking about, but like you said, your options though.
That's why you got to get you a good agent. You see what Bradley Beal doing? He said, "Yeah, I call the shots around here. I got that no trade clause." You heard what my guy Dre came on the show and said. He said, "Rich Paul and them say, yo, we ain't going to nobody but the Spurs." You know what I'm saying? You got to get a good agent.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at the next man. You got to look yourself in the mirror and say, why I didn't get a better agent? when things ain't going your way, when you getting traded, when you getting shipped here and there and doing this, you got to go get a better agent.
So can we say Hunt also is untouchable, Edwards?
I mean, you seen what he said. He said, "Shit, let me know right now. If y'all let me know, just let me know." You feel me? That's what he said. I wouldn't say he's he's untouchable.
I would say
he's untouchable.
I would say he's untouchable.
untouchable.
He's untouchable, man.
But he's so young,
Yeah.
and he has so much upside to his game. And I have his jersey, so I'd actually be damned if he gets traded. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be upset.
Well, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. I just can't wait to see the game, Lakers against the Mavs. You know, I want to see what Luka's gonna do. You know, I'm actually excited about that. You know, seeing Luka on my side. You know, doing those things, the pick and roll, the 3-point. Yeah, it's a good thing. Well, I'm so excited about that, and we're going to see how it works out. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Is Luka suiting up today against the Warriors?
I'm not sure. Because I mean, he should, because he's back in training though. Like he's working out with the team already. So
Yeah, he was already.
he should, man.
Yeah. Y'all gonna learn, man. When these dudes, y'all gonna stop buying this bullshit. I'm telling y'all, when these dudes be getting towards the end of stuff, contracts and trades and free agencies, and I'm not playing, and y'all be talking about they hurt or they overweight or they have good agents. Okay, they somebody told them this is how you get out of this contract. That's how you move like James Harden. Okay, you got to be smart. Ben Simmons, he was getting paid, finessing the league.
Yeah.
All right, that's a top tier finesser. You can't be mad. You got to learn how to trick the system so the system don't trick you. All right?
All right. On to the next one. I'm going to leave it out. So what you got for me today, KJ? What you got for me?
Man, I want to talk about Arkansas, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
The boys are back in town. Yeah.
Let's go.
What may say, welcome back.
Yeah.
We doing it. Come on. This time, Johnell Davis them stepped up. Wagner them stepped up. We went to Austin last night and pulled off the big-time victory. Blew them out in the first half. Handled the first, 5-10 minutes of the second half, and things got scary. I can't lie. Things got a little scary. I was worried. I was texting in my it's this Arkansas group chat on X, and I was like, yo, we can't have any Baylor-Kansas type activity in this game. I said that at halftime. The boys was getting hype. I said, yo, calm down. It's a lot going on right now. The boys got to relax. The boys got to play a great second half. And what did them boys do? They performed, man. They showed up and they showed out. I was so happy to see that, man. My boys was out there playing suffocating defense. Wagner was playing on-ball defense. Johnell Davis was getting down, playing defense, getting steals, ripping them. The first half was crazy. It looked like a crazy 8 a.m. AAU game, okay? With one team being way better than the other. You know, when the 14U team is playing up and they playing the 16Us, and the 16U dude got the dude that looked like he about 19, 20 years old, and it's 8 in the morning, and he just jamming at about 7:45 in warm-ups, okay? And you just know what it's about to, yeah, okay. That's what it was like. My boys was going crazy. Big Z, he was out there hooping, man. We was talking a lot about Big Z.
Y'all got to give me my money.
Yeah, man, but yesterday Big Z started hooping. Big Z, he's been hooping. He did it against Kentucky. I don't know what it was. Something lit a fire in Big Z, and against Kentucky he was firing. Against Texas last night he was firing. Big Z was having a day. The big fella was facilitating. He was catching the ball, having his way, keeping the ball high, making smart decisions on the court the whole day. Johnell Davis, our boy, the one we've been saying, hey, we gave you a meal and you was kind of robbing us, bro. But lately he's woke up. Ever since Boog went down, I think the switch flipped. Excuse me. He understands that he has a green light. Mm-hmm. Things are different. This is back when you was at Florida. You got all these elite guards now. You got a good big fella in the paint. Okay, have your way. Do your thing. Lead this team. Lead this team. Be the grad transfer that we brought you in to be, and he's doing that And we have hope, okay? Wagner looks good as our guard. He's bringing the ball down the court. He's doing his thing. He's controlling the flow of the game. He's listening to Coach Cal, getting us in the sets that Coach Cal wants us to be in. We're looking good, man. The team is more there. The team is more. It's sad to say, but our team is flowing, and we're playing better as an offense now that Boogie's out. And that's not because Boogie's a bad player. Boogie's one of the best players in the country. I think Boogie's a top 5 pick, in my opinion. But the problem with our team and the way that we were using our talent is that we were relying on Boogie to get too many buckets. Okay, we were coming on the court, maybe swing the ball 1 or 2 times, get going with the shot clock at about 10, 15 seconds by the time that we actually get our set going. And Boogie is a scoring point guard. Okay, that's what Coach Cal loves. You look at John Wall. You look at all the Tyler. You look at all these past guards, okay, most of the time, they're scorers. You got to be able to score. I think one of the last times that we saw Coach Cal have a true point guard that wasn't really a elite scorer, you can say, would be Severe Wheeler. I think Wheeler was probably like the last facilitator that he had. And Wheeler was one of the best facilitators in the country at the time. He was leading – I believe he was like top 3 in the SEC for assists. He was putting up numbers. But that team didn't have a whole lot of success. Okay. So when Coach Cal's at his best, his guards are scorers. So that's what he tried to do here. He brought Boogie in, and things weren't going well. Okay. We opened up the season looking terrible. All right. We opened up the SEC season looking terrible. But in these last 2 games, we look like a team that can play in March, okay? All we got to do is win 66% of these games, okay? I said before we played this last one, I said if we can win 8 out of 10, we're great, okay? That's great. Now, on some real stuff, if we can get 6 or 7 out of these last 10, I'm going to go ahead and chalk up Auburn and Alabama. We can chalk those up. But I still like us against Mississippi State. I like our guards to shut down Josh at the end of the season. Okay, I like our guards to keep having success. Even if you look at Adu, he played sick yesterday against Texas. Coach Cal said he probably shouldn't have even been playing. But he was out there hooping, doing his thing, running around, making plays. And Texas is a good team. Okay, we shut down their guards. We shut down Trey Johnson, I believe is his name. Texas missed a lot of shots. Okay, we have to take that into account. Texas did miss quite a few shots that we're not used to seeing them miss. A lot of their star players didn't play all that well, and they only scored 24 points in the first half, okay? That's not something we're used to seeing from this Texas team. But, hey, you have to credit Arkansas. They came out with a great game plan. We spoke about it prior to the game. We said, hey, if Arkansas comes out firing in this game, this is one that we can steal on the road. And we have to steal this one on the road because every SEC win matters. And at this point, all we want to do is give ourselves a chance to play in March. Okay, we want to play in the tournament. I don't care if it's as an 8 seed, a 9 seed. I don't care. This team can get hot. And I think Boogie's coming back in March. I've said that since he got hurt. I said Boogie can come back. We see him with the team now. He's back on the bench. He's on the sideline. He has his cast going. He's shooting at practice. He's getting shots up. He's around the team. He's doing everything. He just, his hand's a little messed up. I think he'll be able to recover. I think that we all thought the season was going to be terrible. It was possible that we went 0-18. We saw Coach Cal discuss that. He said, hey, is it even possible to go 0-18 in the SEC? Have we seen it? And then kind of speaking on how everything isn't over and we still have a future, he learned that, Missouri went 0-18 in conference last year. And now they're one of the best teams in the SEC. Okay, so did we hit the panic button a little bit too early with this Arkansas team? Maybe. But things look terrible, okay? I'm feeling good now. I got that same hope that I had back early in September and November before the season started in the preseason when we were playing Kansas in the preseason. And even though Hunter Dickinson wasn't playing, we still looked really good against that Kansas team, okay? I had high expectations for this team. And now, if we can go ahead and pull off some wins, beat LSU, split the season series with them, still won against A&M, beat Missouri, beat Texas again, play a very terribly good South Carolina team. I'm still waiting on them to steal one. I am, honestly. And then get one against Vanderbilt and try to get one against Mississippi State and then go on to win in the tournament. We will have some success. We'll be able to make it, okay? So I'm really excited about this Arkansas team. Adu's hooping. Big Z's hooping. Davis is hooping. We're playing great defense. Coach Cal's finally getting the guys in the right sets. We're able to move the ball around without Boogie on the court. I hope to get Boogie back. But without Boogie on the court, we're able to actually run our motion offense and allow our elite McDonald's All-American players, allow our 4- and 5-star players to really shine now and not have to play in the shadows. So I'm excited for what happens, for what's to come for the rest of this season with Arkansas. It's going to be a great year for us. I'm excited for what Coach Cal can bring. We need to pack out the arena against Bama, maybe steal us one at home, and, hey, we win that game, we're in shape. We're going, okay? We're riding to March. We're doing it. Woo pig, it's time.